Welcome. Let's look at the lymphatic drainage of the stomach. The lymphatic drainage of the stomach is a very interesting topic, and it is very important. It is important in the sense that it helps to return excess proteins and fluid back into the venous blood. These are mopped up from the tissue of the stomach. So it is the lymphatic drainage that is responsible for this mopping up process, so that excess proteins and also fluid will be returned back into the venous blood and will not be left within the tissues of the stomach. So they also help to pick up bacteria and directed to the lymph nodes, where they will be filtered out and also destroyed. So you can see the essence of the lymphatic drainage of the stomach and how important it is. So let's go to the lymphatic drainage of the stomach to unfold the basis behind it. The lymph nodes in the stomach region are located around the arteries. So we have the different arteries that are branched off from the celiac trunk that supply different regions of the stomach. So around the different arteries, we have lymph nodes. So they are located around the arteries. And these lymph nodes are complex and are also drained in a multidirectional pattern. But before we go into that, let's look at the different lymph nodes that we have around the stomach. First, we have the left gastric lymph nodes. This is the left gastric lymph node that is located along the lesser curvature of the stomach. And of course, it will drain region around the upper region of the lesser curvature of the stomach. Then we have the right gastric lymph node that is located in the lower part of the lesser curvature of the stomach. Of course, it will drain the lower region of the lesser curvature of the stomach. Then we have the pancreaticosplenic lymph nodes. The pancreaticosplenic lymph nodes, if you break the name down, you see that they are located between the pancreas. This is the pancreas and the spleen, and this is the spleen. So they are located between the pancreas and the spleen, and that is why they are so named the pancreaticosplenic lymph nodes. They drain the spleen and also the pancreas, and they also help to drain the upper region of the greater curvature of the stomach. We have the gastroepiploic lymph nodes that drain the lower part of the greater curvature, and this is where they are located. Then we have the subpyloric lymph nodes. This is located below the pyloric region of the stomach, and they drain this region. Then we have the hepatic lymph node. The hepatic lymph nodes drain the liver, but also they collect drainage from other lymph nodes that are located within the stomach. So we have seen how these lymph nodes are located at specific regions of the stomach and also draining different regions of the stomach. But let's now go further to see the direction by which they drain. So they have specific pattern by which they drain. But before we go into that, let's first divide the region of the stomach into two. We have the right 2/3 and the left 1/3. So using this alignment that is seen in yellow coloration, we have the right 2/3 and we have the left 1/3. We can also further divide the right 2/3 into a bigger upper region and a smaller lower region. Then for the left 1/3, we can also further subdivide it into a smaller upper region and a bigger lower region. So we have 4 sub-regions that has been created with this alignment. Going further, let's now pick the different lymph nodes and see the pattern or the direction by which they drain. So for the left gastric lymph node, we already said that this is the left gastric lymph node. This left gastric lymph node will drain the lower part of the esophagus and the upper part of the lesser curvature. So lymph from this region will be collected and will be directed into the celiac lymph nodes. This celiac lymph node is also a group of lymph nodes that are located around the celiac trunk. This is the abdominal aorta. We have the emergence of the celiac trunk around this region. So also we have the celiac lymph node located around the celiac trunk. So these are collected into the celiac lymph nodes. The celiac lymph node is like a central collection point. Then going to the left lymph node, which is the right gastric lymph node. This is the right gastric lymph node. Where does the right gastric lymph node drain? It drains the remaining lower region of the lesser curvature and also the upper part of the pyloric region. So as it drains this, it is collected into the right gastric lymph nodes. From the right gastric lymph node, it is emptied into the celiac lymph nodes. You can see that the celiac lymph node is like the end collection point of all the lymph nodes. So let's go to the next lymph node. The next lymph node is the pancreaticosplenic lymph node. We already said that it's located between the pancreas and also the spleen. Looking at the position where this lymph node is located, we already should know that it will drain the upper part of the greater curvature, and that is where it drains, and it is emptied directly into the celiac lymph nodes. You can see the direction by which they are draining. Then the next one is the subpyloric lymph node. The subpyloric lymph node, we already say, is located below the pyloric region, and this is the subpyloric lymph node. And where it drains is the lower part of the pyloric region. So as it drains this region, where it empties into is the hepatic lymph node. So this empties into the hepatic lymph node. From the hepatic lymph node, it's emptied into the celiac lymph nodes. Then we have the next one, the right gastroepiploic lymph node. This is the right gastroepiploic lymph nodes. And where it drains is the lower part of the greater curvature of the stomach. And when it drains this region, it empties it into the subpyloric lymph nodes. From the subpyloric lymph node, it goes into the hepatic lymph nodes. From the hepatic lymph nodes, it is drained finally into the celiac lymph nodes. And that is how it goes. All this drainage, we said, are collected into the celiac lymph nodes, which is like the final collection point of the lymph draining the different regions of the stomach. So as they are collected into the celiac nodes, which is located around, of course, the celiac artery, this is then emptied into the cristallina chylae, which is the expanded part of the thoracic duct. From there, it empties into the thoracic duct. From the thoracic duct, it is then returned back into the venous blood. So that is how the drainage occurs. So thanks for watching this video. Let's meet again.